Hey y'all, it's Val here at Crafts by You, and I wanted to just do a flip through of the mini ring album, just because sometimes I'll finish something, I'll finish it off camera, and it just never comes back on. So thought it would make a reappearance. It does not have the photos in it because I was at first gonna use photos from the last vacation I had, but instead I'm gonna use it for this year when I go back to the beach. So that being said, I won't have those portions in it, but it kind of allows you to see the little mini album itself. So it got chunky, and I wanted to mention I was fighting with myself about the rings. This was 1.5 inches and this 2.25 inches, and I was thinking I was gonna have to stick with this, but the 1.5 inches worked out well for me anyway. So let me just kind of show you a tied on little bits that I had here, and it just got nice and chunky. I love it so much. All right. And then I have some other thoughts about it that I want to add, but let me just do the little flip through. So we've got these different little grungy pages, or as for me, I refer to it as soft grunge. And on those rings, what I did was use these gunmetal-y looking ones and then add some of that color shift to it. So, it's not good rusty rings, but, it adds something to it. This is when you need like a little jazzy music. Or some waves crashing or something. ASMR stuff. So that is the flip, and I just want to encourage you all to play around, use up your scraps, have fun, and you know, take simple materials that you can get at the $1.25 tree or Walmart even for super inexpensive, just heavyweight cardstock that I used for this with the index cards cut down, the scraps, washi, tissues, and fabric trim, whatever you got around there, and kind of get a theme for it and go. But I do want to point out some things. If you lasted this long, then I'll tell you my dirty little secrets here. One is the amount of mistakes in this was ridiculous. You know, it's like, well, how'd you make a mistake if it wasn't like this pre-thought through idea? It's not that. It's just like little crafting things that normally would completely irk me and I wouldn't finish. I want to encourage you all to finish because there are a lot of instances. I'll just point out a couple. One is I went to go and do this, and I was sewing some pieces in here. Didn't do a lot of sewing, and it's like, you know, janky sewing. But I go to sew this, and then I realized I had sewed together 2 cards. So at first I was like, oh my God, I ruined it, blah, blah, blah. Then I was like, you know what, cut this sucker open and like make it be a flip, you know? So little things like that. While we're on this page, because I think you can see it plainly here too, the holes, even though they do line up, and I specifically remember being on and like trying to make sure they lined up, but this is too far out from this one. And because I used one as a template for the other ones, that one mistake turned into a mistake for all of the pages. So literally all of them have this bottom part closer in than up here. And at first I was like, no, but you know what? I don't even care. Like, it'll still go on the ring, you know? So some things, you know, yeah, if I was going to be selling something to someone, I would be taking more cautions and all of that. But I think with my channel, it's really more about sharing art with individuals. And I'm going to call it art. I'm being bold today. But also because it's an artistic expression. I'm not saying, oh, it needs to be in a gallery, but it is an artistic expression. And you all are doing those too, or you're holding back from doing those. I just want to encourage you to do them and play with the materials and see what you like and see what you don't like and allow it to just kind of happen on its own, because I definitely wasn't holding out a lot for this little thing. But it makes me happy because I see her, it's a her. It's like my wigs. It's a her. I see her as like an expression of me pushing through something that I was in a lot of ways uncomfortable doing. And that's my encouragement to you all. Push through those moments, make stuff, make art, make ugly art. It doesn't matter. You are making and you're creating, and that spirit and that love and that energy can carry through in other places in your life that maybe you feel like you're not breaking through in. Start making breakthroughs in whatever ways you can, and it'll follow you. So that's my thought for the day, and my little merladies in my big chunky book. And I hope y'all make them, and please come and share with me. You either, you know, send me a DM on Instagram or join my group at Crafts by You on Facebook. There's a page, but go to the group. They kind of look the same sometimes, but they're different. And at least there you can share with me what you're doing, or post a video here and tag me. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks so much for joining in, and I'll see you for the next project. Bye.